Hi everyone, in this video I'll be informing you guys about microcontrollers with a special focus on the ESP8266, this small thing right here. But before we dive in, let's rewind and explore the fascinating history of microcontrollers. Microcontrollers have come a long way since their inception in the 1970s. Initially designed for embedded systems, these tiny computing devices have revolutionized the electronics industry, leading us to the advanced era we are in today. Now, let's demystify how microcontrollers work. At their core, they're integrated circuits that contain a processor, memory, and various peripherals. Microcontrollers execute pre-programmed instructions to control electronic devices, making them the brains behind countless gadgets. If you are intrigued and want to explore the world of microcontrollers, what do you need to start with the ESP8266? Well, grab your notepads because we are about to list everything you need to start this ESP8266. So first, you will need a ESP8266 module, of course, and a USB to serial converter or the cable to charge your smartphones with. The second thing is breadboard and jumper wires, power supply, and lastly a computer with Arduino IDE installed. Now that we have our toolkit ready, let's jump into some exciting ESP8266 use cases. From home automation to IoT projects, the ESP8266 is a versatile powerhouse. We will demonstrate a simple 5-volt relay control projects to showcase its capabilities. So now I already have my Arduino IDE installed in Linux. You can install yourself with Windows if you have Windows, but I use Linux, so yeah, you can install it yourself. If you don't know how to install, you can just try searching it on YouTube or somewhere else. So this Arduino IDE, I already wrote some code. This code right here is to start a hotspot in Node MCU or ESP8266. After the hotspot is started, my laptop is going to connect to that hotspot and my laptop will send a couple of strings to activate something I want in the ESP8266. So as you can see here, I set the SSID to Node MCU and the password is 0008 times. And after I start the Node MCU, the Wi-Fi will be able for me to see in my laptop right here. After that, I wrote some LED and buzzer. LED as D1. You can see the D1 is right here, D1. Yeah, it's right here. This is D1 pin. So I just need to connect the LED to this pin. And the buzzer to the D2. D2 is also below the D1. After that, I just wrote some code to initialize the hotspot and Wi-Fi. And this is where the main code is, in void loop. The void loop is to start a Wi-Fi client, and then if a client sends a string of buzz1, this thing will start the buzzer. So the buzzer will go on for 5 seconds and then it will go off. How you upload code to the ESP8266? You just need a USB cable that is a micro USB. So first you just need to plug the USB to your laptop and the back end to your ESP8266. The Arduino IDE will detect the ESP8266 in this top left right here. All you need to do from here after you wrote the code is you just need to hit the upload button right here. And then you just need to wait for a couple seconds. It's depending on how long your code is. So as you can see right here, it's already uploading. You can see it's writing the code. to the ESP8266. Now it is done uploading. I made this program to send the ESP8266 the strings that I just wrote in my Arduino code. So right here I made some variables that if I type A in my program, it will send request to this ESP8266. The request could be LED on, LED off, or turning on the buzzers. So I just need to make this program into a application that I can just start. In order to do that, I just need to use PyInstaller and make it a one file program. As you can see, the PyInstaller is already done. It made its own program. And now I can just connect this laptop to my Node MCU Wi-Fi, which you can already see that it is already connected to Node MCU. So now in order to turn on this Node MCU wirelessly, I just need to connect to the Wi-Fi and start the program that I just wrote. The IP is usually it's 192.168.4 and .1. I made this program like you need to type in what you want to do. Okay, with that's done, now I'll show you my example. Will be about on my example is going to be a how to turn on a fireworks remotely with Wi-Fi. There you have it, a whirlwind tour through the history of microcontrollers, the inner workings, a checklist to get started with ESP8266, practical examples, and remember, the ESP8266 opens the door to a world of innovation. So go ahead, experiment, and let your creativity soar.